So Sue, just reflecting back on Saturday, have you come down from there?
I don't think so. I think I'm still smiling. Yeah, just a fantastic result. I think it's a game that we've been looking forward to. I think all season, probably since we played them. The first game that we drew, and it was a must-win game for us. And I think at half-time, we went in and we were all a little bit disappointed, a little bit down with our performance. And we knew that we had to step it up. Big crowd, and it was a lot of pressure for them. And you could see in the second half, I think maybe they felt that pressure. And we come out and played some fantastic football, and it was just great to get that win. And obviously keep. They could have won the league on that night, so to keep it going for an extra couple of weeks was good for us. And yeah, I don't think I slept that night. I don't think any of the girls slept. We trained on Tuesday and we were all talking about how excited we were and how pleased we were with the performance. So we just got to keep that going now for the last few games.
And like you say there, they could have won the league that night. So it shows how together the girls are as well, the way they came back in that second half.
Definitely, and I think that's something that we've said all season about our togetherness and our team spirit and character that we've showed. And I think that's something that we've, Gordon's obviously worked on it, and the rest of the staff. And it showed in that game because, like you say, at 1-0 we could have not stayed in the game. We could have, lost it and second half come out and they could have got more goals. But instead, we managed to stay in the game. We got ourselves together, and you could see in the second half we were all working for each other. When there was a tackle, there was like 2 or 3 players around the ball. It wasn't just one person, and that's been a positive for us this season that we have got this team spirit and this team togetherness. And I think again that's something that we want to continue and keep that going.
So now as well, it's after the 8-point gap, you've sort of got yourself a second chance at a title now. How are the girls working towards Saturday?
Again, working really hard. Again, we had a really good training session on Tuesday, so it was, in preparation for the game against Durham at the weekend, and it's a big game for us because you don't want to, we've had a fantastic result against Sunderland. You don't want to go into that game a little bit, oh well, we've beat Sunderland, we've sort of done it. We need to then move on, and I think Gordon actually said at training that we have to do a second half performance against Durham for the entire game, and that's something I think we need to work on because we seem to be sort of struggling with our first half performances, and then we come out second half and do well. So we need to start from the first minute, if you like, and hopefully take the game to Durham and get the 3 points. That's inevitably what we need.
And on to Durham, they're a team like many in this league that started quite slowly, but they've picked up a few good points and a draw at their place as well. What sort of test are you expecting from them?
Yeah, again, it'll be a really tough test. I think the draw when we played them away was disappointing. I think that was, it was something we expected them to sit back and defend and hit us on the break, but we need to be better at knowing how to break down teams that are going to do that. They've got some good players. They've signed some good players, I think, since we beat them earlier on in the season. So it's going to be tough for us, but I think we've got to be confident, and we've got to take, I suppose, the game from Sunderland, take that into this game and take that positivity, I suppose, and hopefully we can have sort of performances like we had on Saturday night.